Hello travelers, this is our last day in Asturias. We are coming back to Barcelona by plane and this is our last chapter of this series. Then see you after the intro and we will explain you more. See you now. Thanks to stay there. Well, the truth is that we visited more that we are showing you in this series, but I have lost the videos of some towns we visited. For example, we recommend you hardly to go to Tazones. Tazones is a small town that we visited, but the truth is that I lost the videos. Then I feel so sorry because its beauty is amazing. It's a little town of fishermen that it looks like from another era, from another century, and it's very calm and also it's very beautiful to walk there, and you can practically feel the authentic Asturian life. And there is a very important house, La Casa de las Conchas, that is one complete house made with shells. Other places that we visited and we don't have the videos here and we hardly recommend you are Luarca, Rio de Porcos, Cangas de Onís, that at the end we couldn't show you because when we arrived in the afternoon after the Covadonga trip, our camera didn't have battery and we couldn't record anything, but it's really amazing. It has a very beautiful bridge. Candás, that is a very beautiful town, another fisher town where you will find a small port that is really cute. And why not, if it's not for the case that Rachet doesn't like the mountain, if you go to Picos de Europa, you have so many places to visit, so beautiful, and you can go trekking through the mountain a lot. And also you can see town mountains that they are very beautiful, and they have the typical houses that they are round and very special that you only will find in this area of Spain. It seems my neighbor is making holes. The ticket price of the bus for to go to the airport of Oviedo, of Asturias, because the airport is not in the same Oviedo, it costs between 8 or 12 euro. It depends on the time of the year you go. As you can imagine, as more touristic months, in the months of summer, is more expensive than during the winter. And the company that we always recommend you is Alsa, because it's the cheapest, and not because for to be the cheapest is the worst, because they are very kind. They can change you the tickets easily if you have any problem, and they can give you some recommendations. And the buses are quite comfortable. Remember that from Oviedo until the airport you have 1 hour trip, plus that you will have to go walking and you need to do the check-in and so on. Then take it with time. We couldn't take the first bus that you can buy the ticket in the counter, because that moment they told the man of the bus that we couldn't buy from the bus, that it should be in the counter. It's a little strange because when we took it to go from the airport to Oviedo, we could pay in the bus, but for to go from Oviedo to the airport, the man of the bus told us, no, you cannot pay here, you need to buy it in the counter. Then go to the counter, and this one make us lose the first bus because it was very crowded and we had to wait for the following bus. They have buses every half an hour, more or less. Then take it in consideration, half an hour maximum that you will be waiting if you don't have the bus doesn't have capacity to take you to the airport, plus the hour that you need to arrive until the airport. In the airport you can find some representative art from Spain or Oviedo, or I don't know exactly. I'm not a specialist in art. And at the end, what it happens is that our flight, here I am showing you the ticket. At the end we did the check-in, or we could get the tickets. We arrived to the counter on time, but the plane delayed it a lot because of the bad weather of Asturias, because the visibility didn't allow to the man of the plane to depart. Then we had to wait a little bit. I was hungry because it was a little late. We only had the coffee in the hotel, and here you will see how I ate one sandwich in one part or another of the video. The trip from Oviedo to Barcelona is short. As I told you, it takes half an hour, 45 minutes. But in our case, we had to wait a lot that day because of the bad weather. When we arrived in Barcelona, surprisingly, the weather was really good and all the cold we were feeling that days disappeared. The thing I want to add is that our trip wasn't the most amazing trip that we could imagine, because it was cold. We were expecting to have hot and to swim in the beach, because my husband loves swimming in the beach, and we couldn't do it during all the trip because we had the bad luck that when it rained we were in the beach, and when it wasn't rain we were visiting cities without beach, and so on. But these kind of things can happen. Fortunately, Rachet will have beach in the next series, because we didn't finish the trip. We were coming back to Barcelona, but in the next series, that is few days later, Rachet will visit Valencia and Alicante, la Comunidad Valenciana, that is one part of it's not the south, but arriving to the south of Spain, where there are more foreigners, and Rachet was very happy because you will see that there were so many people from Ukraine and so many refugees and so many Russians living in Alicante, and Rachet speaks Russian very well, and I thought that the tourist was me, but it's okay. At this moment we are arriving to the airport of Barcelona. If you like this kind of videos, please subscribe, and we don't have more videos for this series, but in the next series you will see the beach, we will swim, and we will enjoy much more. Asturias is a good destiny. I hardly recommend you to go, but check the weather first and don't do like we did, that we choose so much in advance this travel, then we couldn't know what the weather will be, but we were unlucky, but fortunately this wasn't all the trip. When you come from the other side of the world, you don't like that your expected holiday for all the year, you will be cold, you cannot swim, and seeing the beautiful beaches and cannot swim make us feeling a little sad, but anyway we enjoyed. Then thanks to make us company during all these series. I hope you like them. I hope that you take some suggestions, think that maybe you will not find exactly same conditions than us, that maybe you don't travel by bus, but here at least you have some suggestions and some locations that you can visit in Asturias, and I think the locations I choose more or less for a person who like the beach like my husband can be more or less the best with a good weather, of course. If no, visit the mountain, please, because you will enjoy a lot. Then do half-half. It will be amazing. Here we are taking the luggage, and we will take the train until my house. Be careful because you need to walk a lot. There is train station in the airport that is in the Terminal 2. That is exactly where we are. But you need to walk a little bit to take the train because it's not. It's a little bigger than in Oviedo, this airport. See you in the next series.